A woman uses thousands of poisonous insects every day to eat her body. Even though the injuries from the insects disfigured her, she still decided to continue. She did this to make a bone marrow pill for her husband so he could become a top martial arts talent. However, she never expected that on the day her husband became famous, he would marry another woman in front of her and even have the scheming woman poison her tea, causing her to lose all her martial arts skills. Then her husband falsely accused her of having an affair with the stable boy and finally beat her to death with a stick. But when she woke up again, she found herself back on the day her husband was marrying the new bride. Remembering the last time, she had lost her martial arts skills after drinking the tea from the new bride. This time, she directly poured the poison tea on the new bride's face, told her husband to pack his things and announced she wanted a divorce, taking everything she brought with her. The husband and scheming woman were almost speechless. However, soon after returning to her room, her husband and mother arrived. She laughed coldly and ordered the maid to bring the stable boy. The stable boy said that the master and the scheming woman gave him 100 silver coins to frame her. Also, the undergarments were given by the scheming woman. Seeing her plan fail, the scheming woman tried to explain, but the woman didn't want to listen. She took out a pill, which was the one she had spent a lot of effort to make for her husband to enhance his strength. Now, after 3 years of taking the pill, his strength had reached a bottleneck. If he took this last pill, his strength would skyrocket. When the husband saw the last pill, he and the scheming woman were delighted. They thought the wife would give it to him, but instead she threw it on the ground and fed it to the dog. The husband immediately refused to treat her and left with the maid. The husband tried to chase after her, but the scheming woman stopped him, claiming her father was a famous doctor under the Yen King and would send someone to treat her. Back in her room, the woman continued using thousands of poisonous insects to perfect her toxic skills. As expected, not only did she complete her toxic skills, but the scars on her face also disappeared. The maid was amazed by her beauty, but the woman decided to wear a veil to hide her recovery. Soon it was the day her husband was to marry the new bride. Unexpectedly, the scoundrel made the scheming woman's father, the Yen King, preside over the wedding. As expected, as soon as the Yen King sat down, he cooperated with the bride. The woman then produced a marriage contract, which was the one her husband had written when he married her. At that time, her husband was just a 7th grade martial officer, but he vowed to love her forever. However, within 3 years of their marriage, he wanted to marry another woman. When he heard this, he didn't apologize but claimed he could marry her before, so he could now divorce her. The woman replied that he broke the promise first, so she had the right to divorce him. The woman also said that her family affairs didn't need the Yen King to decide. However, the husband, relying on the Yen King's support, tried to take the Tianqing pill by force. But the woman used her power to hit him in the chest. Seeing her martial arts skills, the scoundrel was shocked.